by the tournament. We asked them, and it'd be.
Right, I will double check that because we were told that even if they are friends,
but I said, like, if you keep it in your bag and don't bring them on the floor, I don't know, that's what they told, because I actually asked about it, because I know that it's a little bit of an issue.
Bottles, this year, so they... All right,
yeah,
I'll check it.
Just double check if you can. Thank you.
Everything is automatic, so keep playing until you hear alcohol. The clocks are in the far corners. We also have video review available, so you can challenge no-top calls, hindrance, foul shot, and touch. You have 3 challenges, correct challenges per set, additional when the tie break. For the towels, Casper, you're going to have the white one, and you're going to have the red one. And finally, there's free movement on this side of the court. All right? Any questions? No? Heads or tails? Heads? And it's heads.
I start receive.
Receive?
Yeah.
Have a good match.
Okay, right. Is it okay?
I will double check.
Well, a very warm welcome along, everybody, to action from Stadium 17 here on this sunny day. First day of main draw action here at this year's US Open. And we have a big first round to bring you here. Casper Ruud, the number 8 seed, taking on Yunchaokete of China. Could just be a tricky one, this, for Casper Ruud, a player who has such good memories here of New York. He's come very close to taking the trophy himself. As we have a look at the part of the draw these two find themselves in, stacked. You can see whoever does make it through here, they'll take on either Gael Monfils or Diego Schwartzman. And also in this section of the draw, we have Sasha Bublik, the 27th seed. So lots to look forward to, but I'm sure Ruud and Boo not thinking too much about further down the line. They've got a job to do today. As we see the conditions, it is just getting warmer here in New York. The next few days should just crank up in terms of temperature. Hot, sunny day for the players and the fans as well. But that's how we like it. Mikey Pereira in the commentary box, delighted to say. Jesse Levine is alongside me. And Jesse, I think first things first, there's always so much excitement on day one.
Yeah, day one, so excited to be at the US Open. You just walk around the grounds, you get such a good feeling here in New York. You could just tell it's buzzing, and there's so many fans out here. Even last week with Fan Week going on during qualifying, they had amazing numbers, and they're out in full force today in opening round of the US Open.
They certainly are, as we have a closer look at the players. Casper Ruud, a player who has achieved so much already in his career, but it feels like if one or two things had fallen his way, a couple of sliding doors moments, he could be a multiple Grand Slam champion. 3 Grand Slam finals he's reached. He's lost all 3, but this is a player who steps up in big tournaments and puts himself in the conversation. Jesse, I just wonder, what do you think Casper needs to do to take that extra step and claim a Grand Slam trophy? Do you think he'll have that chance again?
I think he'll definitely have that chance again. I don't know what surface it'll be on, but obviously he's done it on multiple surfaces. So I think that just shows that he has an all-around game, and he's a confident player. Maybe not so confident right now. He hasn't won as many matches this summer as he may have liked to have won going into this year's US Open, and he's got a tough opponent today in Boo, who's done the exact opposite and won a lot of matches lately and even gone through qualifying here. Sometimes a little bit of an advantage getting 3 matches under his belt in the conditions and on this surface, exact surface. So look for Boo to cause a little bit of problems for Ruud here early on.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. Boo, a talented Chinese youngster, has competed in 5 hard-court challenger events in North America leading up to this year's US Open. And impressively, he's reached at least the semi-finals in 4 of those 5 events. So he has been putting in the reps on this surface in this part of the world. Had some good success in Canada as well, Jesse.
Yeah, he won the Challenger in Granby, made semi-finals in Winnipeg. So definitely has some success in the Great White North. But again, especially here at the US Open, winning 3 matches, I can't emphasize that enough. If you win 3 matches on the exact surface, I think this is the time that you can cause problems with these top seeds, is early on in the Grand Slams and early on in any major tournament when you have gone through qualifying like that.
Kasia Radwanchuk, the chair umpire for this tussle from Poland. Good thing she has the shade above her. It is a hot day and the sunshine beating down here on this wonderful Stadium 17. Such a great spot to come and watch tennis. It is such a busy day around the ground, so much expectation and buzz around the place. And Boo, can he cause a problem
30 seconds
here for Casper Ruud, as we see Ricardo O'Hare Lara, his coach. There's a couple of coaches he works with. There is Christian. Always in close quarters.
Yeah, I've always been impressed. You don't see a lot of father-son or mother-son or father-daughter, mother-daughter relationships on the coaching tour that really, last that long, and they've done it since day one. So credit to the Ruud family there.
So it is a first round tussle. Casper Ruud taking on Yunchaokete. Ongoing conversation between Ruud and the umpire. Now we've got the supervisors out as well. Straight from the get-go there was something going on, wasn't there? We thought it was about towels.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Seems to be a bit more important than that.
Because we asked today, specifically because this problem might occur. You think I'm lying to you, or? No, but it sounds like it. So what are you going to do if I use them? Fine me? Or?
Intriguing right away. A little subplot to get things underway in this one.
What should I do with my drinks? My sports drinks?
Water bottles?
With my sport drinks.
It could be something as serious as water bottles.
Sponsors, maybe.
Yeah.
Has to make sure it's in the right bottle. Otherwise, it's not allowed to be on the court.
That's going to take quite a bit of time. Can you do it to my team? They're over there.
Well, we will keep an eye on that. But something just amiss right from the get-go here for the number 8 seed from Norway. Former runner-up here in New York. And for Boo, well, he'll just take things in his strides here. He'll look to try and cause problems for Casper. Okay, I think we've dealt with that for now. Casper's ready. And it is Casper Ruud to get this one underway. Mikey Pereira in the comms box alongside Jesse Levine.
Play. Let first serve. below 15.
Can he just settle into this one quickly? Boo, he had some good results we mentioned in qualies. That final qualifying round, getting the better of Aslan Karatsev in 3 sets, battling display that one. Before that, he beat Borna Goyo, also Uchiyama in the opening qualies round. Should be confident.
Good volley there from Ruud. When you talk about Boo getting through qualifying, I mean, that had to be one of the toughest qualifying draws at this year's US Open with those opponents like that. And like you said, Mikey, he's got to be so confident going forward. But now you're up against a top 8 seed, so this is a different level for Boo.
Serial.
First double. Oh, that is a rocket from Boo.
And you could tell Boo early on is going to try and pin Ruud into the backhand corner, and that time caught him really off guard. You can tell Ruud was already kind of leaning that way and just rips this forehand inside in. Just froze Ruud there. Well done.
It's an early break point. That's just the start that Boo was after.
First game.
For the last few weeks. The bottles, ongoing problem.
I think they're just going to have to transfer it over from those green bottles to the Evian.
Yunchaokete to serve.
So that when it's seen on the court.
That seems to be the issue.
Yeah.
15 love.
There we go. Steady hand there. Trying to up the ante there, but not able to find the shot.
Yeah, solid stuff there from Boo. I really like that he notices that Ruud is so far back behind the baseline, not trying to do too much early on here, just being really solid, waiting for the right time to get a little bit more aggressive and staying really consistent right now.
huge moment for Bu. It's his first ever match at a Grand Slam main draw.
Yeah, it's a good point, Mikey, because 3 out of 5 is different ball game than 2 out of 3. He can really going to test out his physical stamina today against someone like Casper Ruud.
Bit of a gift from Ruud, just dancing around onto that forehand wing. Hasn't quite settled yet.
No, he hasn't found his range yet, and that's also a credit to Bu, because Bu stands pretty close to the baseline, so Ruud really feels like on these return to serves he needs to put the ball pretty deep in the court to try and neutralize right off the return. Second serve that was. And then had the whole court open there. I don't think Bu thought that return was going to come back with that kind of heat on it. And good depth there from Casper Ruud.
Now that is an absolute beauty again from Bu, who has settled very quickly, and he's got his first service hold to compound that early break. 2 games to love in what is his first ever match against a top 10 opponent, but having no problems so far. Very early days.
Yeah.
But you said, Jesse, he's got to try and start quickly against Casper Ruud, maybe just catch him cold.
Yep. And obviously in these Grand Slams, Mikey, much easier for someone like Casper Ruud to kind of play himself into this match, being 3 out of 5 sets. Plenty of time. Obviously, still feel like he hasn't found his range in these first couple games yet, but
very low.
I don't think the coaching team will be overly concerned so far for Casper. Pedro Clar also alongside Father Christian.
Out of the Nadal Academy.
It's good play from Bu, just catching out Ruud this time.
It was good hand, especially dealing with that slice from Casper Ruud. That was a great short angle slice, and Bu just gives a little angle slice back and then goes right behind Ruud. Sees that he's moving so quickly, wouldn't be able to stay home and recover on that one. Really well done.
not coming back either. He's got some real heat, hasn't he?
A little bit easier to do so when you're up a break early on in this first set, so not feeling as much pressure as Boo right now. He's definitely being a little bit more aggressive and going for the shots, and why wouldn't you?
Not this time. As Casper Ruud does get off the mark. Maybe slightly belatedly for his liking, but for Boo, it's been a very promising start. Does lead the way. With the break, 2-1. China finished the year last year at world number 167. He's already at 123, which is a career high ranking. He will be jumping up higher than that after his efforts over the last few days.
Low 15.
Very good play from Casper Ruud.
What I love about that is Ruud didn't try and pass him on the first ball, went really low at Boo again, and then sets himself up nicely for the passing shot on the next one. Right here, gets it so low with a lot of pace too, and then you can do a little 1-2 punch. Not so easy to pass on the first ball. Really smart stuff there from Ruud.
Shake of the head from Boo. That's twice he's come forward in this game. Not coming back. Casper Ruud firing on all cylinders.
How big is that return from Ruud to set himself up there? Really got some good depth on that to set himself up with that next forehand too. You get 3-4 forehands in a row from Casper Ruud, you're in trouble. He can really move that ball around with some good pace and heavy ball.
It's a hugely impressive game now from Casper Ruud. He really dialed in.
Yeah, I'd say he's dialed in now.
Yeah.
But again, Casper Ruud did a really smart shot there with that little short slice backhand, almost baiting Boo to come forward again. He had success 2 times in that game and was going to almost bait Boo to come forward again and putting a little bit more pressure on him now. Well done.
USOpen.org is your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats and draws. Do visit the official tournament site at USOpen.org. You won't miss a thing.
15 love.
Just slightly up the ante here, Casper Ruud, over the last few moments. He's pulled up his pink socks and he's got to work here. Quite like those.
They blend in nicely with the shoes.
Yeah.
It's a good return there from Boo. You could tell that Ruud, after the serve, immediately wants to get a forehand. He already starts backing up and moving to the left so that he can get himself that forehand. Sometimes I feel like maybe he does it a little too much, because backhand's great, solid, but obviously the forehand is the side that he possesses way more weapons and variety.
30-15.
Oh, finds this one.
How about that backhand from Ruud?
40.
Outside the court, brings it right back in, just inside the singles line. Well done there. That was good measurement there. Didn't try and go for too much, had probably about 2-3 feet from the line there, and still a winner. Just shows how much pace he has behind the shot on both sides, Ruud.
Well, he might just be feeling a lot better about things now. Casper Ruud, a couple of good games for him.
Ruud leads by 3 games
As
to 2
he
first
does
set.
have the advantage now. He nudges in front, underneath the blue sky. Casper
Ruud, he's finally started to get a little bit dialed in after the first couple games and measured now, especially off that forehand side.
Low 15.
Three challenger titles that Boo has won in his career. One coming last year in Seoul, South Korea. He's won a couple this year. One in Wuxi in China, one in Granby, as we mentioned. Most recently in Canada. He's the youngest Chinese man to win multiple challenger titles.
Yeah, that's the one right there from
50
Ruud that I feel like he should have been okay for settling for a backhand, but obviously felt like if he can get around hit a forehand, he can do more damage, but instead caused the unforced error. I've been impressed also with the way Boo has such easy control, easy power. Technique very sound and looks effortless when he hits the ball, comes off his racket really nicely. And the serve, very tough to read. He's got a very quick motion. Toss doesn't go too high, just kind of gets right into it. And that's also something for Ruud that had to kind of get a read on that. You're not going to get a read on the ball toss because it's just a little bit quick of a motion, but the timing has taken a couple games.
Net. First serve.
Just imposing himself on these rallies a bit more now. Casper Ruud getting that return deep. Boo on the back pedal right away.
Watch how far back Ruud's going on this return. whole rally, Mikey, he had one backhand. It was that slice backhand change up there. And
30
that
point.
just puts so much pressure on Boo to try and get it in that corner. And you feel like you have to put it so close to the singles line to get it to the Ruud backhand. Shrinks the court on your opponent.
Break points here for the 8th seed. Our runner-up from 2 years ago. Not quite.
That was a good athletic play there from Ruud on that shot before.
Yes.
Just kind of half volley on the shoelaces. Somehow made Boo play that extra shot there, but well done there from Boo, going right down the middle, not taking any chances.
Still just on the prowl here, Casper. Lovely serve.
Advantage.
Wow.
Ball.
124. Didn't know he had that heat in him. That is a big serve there from Boo.
First ace of the match for Boo. Going to work a little bit harder for this service hold. After 3 games in a row have gone the way of Casper. Nails it. Have some of that, says Ruud.
That's so good.
Yes.
He moves so quickly to the left. Just wait, Boo's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because he's been going consistently with the kick serve to the backhand, and Ruud just moved almost before the Boo ball toss there, and he's sitting waiting for that forehand, and he takes care of that.
Bit loose there from Ruud. He'd set that up well.
Boo got away with that one. He didn't hit that drop shot nearly as well as he anticipated to or
Boo.
planned to. But again, Ruud got up to that nicely, had plenty of time, probably more time than he thought, and just sails that one a little bit long and wide.
So, he does get back onto level terms, does Boo.
3 games off.
After a few games went against him. 3 games apiece. That really was an important game for him. He got the same kit on, but he's kind of gone for the rolled sleeves look, hasn't he?
Different socks, different wristbands.
Little quirks.
Yeah.
Love.
Second ace for Casper Ruud.
Yeah, Ruud's been doing a really good job on his first serve. The first serve percentage not so high, but his win percentage is 73 right now. He's 8 for 11 when the first serve goes in.
30 love.
How about another? And both players doing a good job with first serve points won.
Oh, there's another.
Yep. They're going to go for the game.
40 love.
There's the turkey. 3 in a row for Ruud.
Still possible.
Yeah, maybe he goes for it on the second serve here. Got 40 love. That would be the time.
Oh, great hustle from both.
Ruud said, I had enough slicing. I'm just going for it now. No, I've been impressed with the Ruud slice. I've never seen him really kind of get into the slice that many times consecutively. He definitely likes to throw it in as a little change-up and to almost get himself a forehand, because his opponent then has to lift the ball way higher over the net and he has time to run around. But that time he was sticking with it.
Game, Ruud.
And there we go. It is another ace.
New balls, please.
Very efficient game from Casper Ruud there right now.
It's humid out there. Both players going to go through a couple more shirts than they have in previous couple days during qualifying, that's for sure.
Love. Love.
Good serving from Boot. First tour level appearance actually this year. Played a couple of ATP Tour main draw matches last season in Shanghai. But it has been the Challenger circuit all the way for him so far in 2024, so this is a big step up. Oh, sharply onto that was Casper Ruud.
40-15.
Good return. Made it just a little bit awkward there for Boo. It was excellent depth from the Norwegian. From 40 love up, it becomes a bit more of a sweat now, 40-30. Problems here. 3 points in a row go against Boo. And for Casper Ruud, he's just got an outside chance now.
Oh, that's so good from Ruud. Sensing Boo was so far back on the defense and then hits that drop shot, brings him in, and then passes him with the forehand again. And that's when Casper Ruud is so dangerous, when he can get 5-6 forehands in a row, throw in a little change up with the drop shot here. Not easy to do that. You have to change your grip in the backswing, and then he hits that ripper down the line. Heavy forehand pass.
Let first serve.
Good serve to find, just caught Ruud out for pace there.
Deuce.
Ruud was trying to sneak in a bit closer. I think Boo just saw that.
Just when you think Ruud is on the brink of a break, Boo comes back with some big serves, just like the last time he served. It's 127 that time. Showing me up. I thought 124 was all he got.
Oh, have some of that. That is wonderfully placed from Boo. And he does wriggle out of that tricky game. 4 games all.
And that was all the body serve from Boo that really set himself up nicely there. Really noticed that Ruud was a lot closer to the baseline than he normally is and decides to go body and jam him up, and then he can dictate right away on that first ball and rips that winner down the line.
Love.
Well, we are at the business end of this opening set. It's been a little bit topsy-turvy so far. Boo started very well, Ruud coming back into it. Now it's up for grabs.
$15.
Good serve out wide.
30-15.
Boo was barely in the picture there, playing that return. He's got to keep that clear thinking out here, Casper Ruud.
Does that so well. I feel like a lot of players that are very good on clay have that shot down. That's a natural drop shot. You'll see in the backswing, changes the grip slightly, noticing that Boo's back again and throws in the dropper and then passes again on the next one. Really smart play from Ruud.
Well, it is Casper Ruud who hits the front again in this fairly tight opening set.
First set.
In front, 5-4.
Really took offense to that.
Yeah, that was a problem early on. Some pressure here on Boo. He's serving to stay in this opening set.
wild miss there from Ruud.
15 love.
Especially after a pretty decent return there. He really took a big cut at that one. Just got away on him.
The way that goes on the forehand side. Got to hang tough here, Boo.
Good second serve. Took a little bit of pace off that one, really got it out wide and jumped away from Ruud. And still Ruud wanted to hit a forehand.
That's gutsy stuff here from Boo. Going toe-to-toe here with Ruud. Big time serve.
112 flat out wide from Boo. Yeah, he'll take that.
Set.
It's a good way to get out of that game. That was a pretty comfortable hold there from Boo. I feel like Ruud's going to try and extend these rallies, and he did the opposite that game. He got aggressive really fast in the rally, and again, maybe saw it and he wanted to take his opportunity, but the longer the rallies go, I give the advantage to Casper Ruud here in this matchup.
15 love.
Or he can do things like that again and shorten up the rally. That's another ace for Ruud. He's been hitting his spots well in the last couple games.
Has come so close to winning a Grand Slam. 3 times a runner-up. It is not easy to win the biggest prizes around, and you kind of look at Casper Ruud the last few years. He's come so close to big prizes. 3 times Grand Slam runner-up. He was runner-up at the ATP Tour Finals as well in Turin. Twice a runner-up at Masters 1000 level. So he's not actually won a Masters 1000 event.
40 love.
Cruising through these last couple of service games, Ruud.
Is requesting replay of the call on the left service line.
Well, he just wants to see it for peace of mind, I guess.
Let's have a look. There we go. Very good game again from Casper Ruud, who's serving very nicely.
Ruud leads by 6 games
and
to
does
5.
ensure that he'll have at least a little advantage here. But Boo standing up to the plate so far. Is that Ruud or Boo?
That's a good question. That was the second serve that I was talking about there from Boo, to change it up, go slice wide, as Ruud has really been looking to run around almost every single time and been right and been comfortable doing it. But good change up there, even though Casper Ruud hit an unbelievable defensive lob to restart that point. Feel like Boo won that point 3 times.
Great grit, determination from Boo.
30 love.
Quality on the serve again. Ace number 4.
Thirty, 15.
Just lost his footing a little bit at the back of the court there, Boo. Just nearly rolling his ankle, I think.
Oof.
40, 15.
What a spot there from Boo.
So good. Take a bow, Boo. Showing no nerves at all on his Grand Slam debut, taking on a top 10 opponent for the very first time, and it is a breaker we need.
Yeah, that's an incredible angle pass there from Boo, especially on the run to the backhand side. To be able to create that kind of angle on the full-out run, really impressive there.
He's got a positive tie-break record as Casper Ruud so far this year. And just about dipping in time, that forehand. For a moment, I thought he'd got too much behind it.
1-0, Ruud.
He can't just breathe a sigh of relief here, Ruud. Using every centimetre of the court available. That's what it's there for. Great pop on the serve again from Boo. Well, that's what he needed to do there, Casper Ruud. That really was it.
Ruud.
An intense return, stepping in. Took it on early, took that time away from Boo.
Yeah, I like that serve there from Ruud. Aggressive kick serve up high to the Boo backhand. Really tough to deal with.
Patient play from Casper Ruud, just biding his time, waiting for the error to come from Boo.
4-1.
He's got a 3-point cushion here in this breaker. A set of very fine margins as Ruud looking to shake clear of Boo.
First serve.
See if Boo mixes up the second serve here again, or he's going to kick it out wide. I'd probably go out wide that you're down 4-1 right now.
A few mutterings of frustration for Boo as they change ends, but Ruud is just up the quality here.
Yeah, he went a little bit in lockdown.
Needed that.
5-2.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, that's a big moment right there for Boo. Definitely needed that to really stay in this tiebreaker here. But again, Ruud's been doing a great job of taking care of his serve. He's been mixing up his spots really well, mixing it up, not going for too much too soon. Now he's got the set on his racket here. See if he goes for the big one or aggressive second serve for the first serve. Yeah, he goes for the big one.
6-2.
I feel like that's a lot of aces for Casper Ruud this first set.
Yeah, ace number 8 for Ruud to bring up set points. Great finish to that set for Casper Ruud. Certainly wasn't plain sailing.
Second set.
Boo played pretty well in the first set. Can he keep that level?
Low 15.
The slight worry is that he put so much into the first set, didn't get anything for it. Does he just take a step back now? Is the belief still there?
And that's a play I'd actually like to see more from Ruud, because his ball does so much damage to his opponent. Sometimes he gets caught staying so far back behind the baseline. If he can step up a couple times and really move forward to finish points off, he sometimes wouldn't have to work as hard to finish the point. This is in a 3 out of 5 set match, playing against someone like Casper Ruud. What's so tough to handle is that he can just take your legs from you. Still early on, obviously, but it was almost a 1 hour first set, and that's something that will pay tribute later on in this match.
It's a pacey serve. Framed away into the front row there by Ruud. He's just double checking that everyone's okay. Great serve.
Yep. When you play against someone like Ruud, sometimes you almost have to go to the forehand to open the backhand up, and that's something that Boo has done a couple times, but really smart play, because then you can get it to the weaker side.
Oh.
Well, as I say, weaker side, and then he hits the backhand return like that down the line. Well done there from Ruud. That was pretty good timing with the little leg kick as well.
Yeah, just asking early questions here, Ruud. Oh, perfect.
Advantage, Bo.
Really steps into this backhand, Boo. It wasn't so easy either. It was a little bit high up on him. Ruud hit a pretty spinny backhand, and again, Boo just steps into the court and times it so well.
Deuce.
Got to be careful here, Boo.
Such a good shot there on the defense from Casper Ruud. Knew that if he tried to hit over that backhand, it would probably sit up and give Boo a pretty easy volley put away. But watch how he keeps this low and short in the court. Really difficult for Boo to do anything with that. Slid into that like he was on clay.
What a clever shot that is. Break point for Ruud. Comes and goes. Five minutes and counting this opening game of set number 2.
Oh, another one on the backhand side.
It's not looking like the weaker wing.
No, on the return side, it actually looks like the stronger wing. But he does, I think he does a better job of taking the backhand early.
Yeah.
And if he backs off it, then the forehand obviously has a bigger swing and take back and can really put more on it. But when he steps up like that, Ruud, it's really solid on that backhand side.
Brilliant. Casper Ruud with some terrific touches in that game. And that is a big breakthrough right away.
Yeah, that's good stuff there from...
Solid.
It's almost like he heard me.
15
I said finish the points off at the net. I mean, look at that. If he stayed back after this forehand, he would have had to work and at least hit 2 or 3 more shots. There he finishes it off at the net. Pretty compact volley. Made that look real easy, Casper Ruud.
$15. $15.30.
Well done. Into that open space there at Casper Ruud, giving Boo the run around.
30-all.
Loves his golf, Casper, doesn't he? He's got a designated Instagram account for his golf endeavors.
Yeah, I actually sat down with him in Montreal at the Masters, and he played the Royal Montreal leading up to the tournament, where they're actually going to play the President's Cup in a couple weeks. So he says, I like to play the tips and experience what the pros feel like, but it wasn't open. He said, I was bummed. He said, I had to play up a couple tees. I said, what'd you shoot? He goes, I shot like 2 over. I was like, pretty good.
Yeah. You'd have a good game, you two.
40-30.
But I asked him, what is it about golf that really, you know, kind of translate to tennis? And he said a lot of the movements are pretty similar and a lot are very different, but for him, it's more of a mental thing, that he loves to get out there and just relax and play another sport, and the challenge of playing against different courses, he says that he really enjoys.
Game, Ruud.
Well, it is Ruud who finds a service hold.
Ruud leads by 2-love, second set.
Leading the way. Set and 2-love. Oh, that's landed safely.
15-love.
That's good stuff there from Boo. I feel like the pace doesn't bother Boo so much. It's the heavy ball from Casper Ruud that can affect him a little bit more. But with Boo's short, compact swings, he handles the pace and redirects it really well, especially on the forehand side.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss hit there from Ruud. Boo thought that was going to go long and didn't even react to that.
Offering a few apologies there, Casper.
Again, and that's a credit to Ruud from running around, hitting all those forehands throughout this match so far. You just shrink the court on Boo, and Boo feels like he needs to go for that much more to just stay away from the Ruud forehand.
Handy ace. Ace number 9 for Boo. They're all square in the ace battle now.
Game ball.
Well, he's up and running. Here's Boo in this second set. But Casper Ruud with a bit between his teeth right now. A set and a break to the good. Lots of big names in action today. Good start from Ruud. He was really on the scramble a bit there.
15 love.
Took it out well.
Very love. Love.
Very neat and tidy there. Big serve, big forehand. Makes it look simple.
Game Ruud.
Quick game, good game for Ruud.
Ruud leads by 3-1, second set.
Those are important for Ruud right now. If you can keep holding serve like that pretty comfortably, you could take more chances now on the return to serve games.
Well, do download the US Open app to follow your favorite players, track scores and stats, watch match highlights, get player news. And new for this year, watch live 3D views of all singles matches. Available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by being more aggressive, take a couple chances now on the return to serve game. When you're holding serve that routinely, now's the time to take a chance and try and get a double break. And Ruud going for his forehand pretty early on in that rally, really taking good control. Yeah, it's good stuff there again from Ruud.
He's just turning up the dial even more here, Casper Ruud. Last year, Ruud losing out in the second round to a Chinese opponent. Zhang Zhizhen got the better of him here. Outstanding. Such clean striking again from Ruud. Could not hit this any cleaner. Like a Jesse Levine four-iron.
Oh, a backhand.
Gets another. Casper Ruud on the charge. Another break.
4-1, second set, and by 1 set to
And he's looking good now in the sunshine. 4-1 he leads. Look at that, last 15 points. 11 going the way of the Norwegian.
Love.
He's going to be knocking on the door of the top 100, Boo. He's going to be 108, a career-high ranking for him.
That's so close to being direct into every single Grand Slam. That's a huge achievement for Boo.
China's #3 player.
30 love.
Shang Zhizhen, a top 50 player. Jerry Shang in the top 70. That's unbelievable.
I did not think he was going to go for that drop shot as he was backing up, too. That was a difficult shot to hit, but Ruud showing off the hands there. It was a good deep return, too, from Bu.
Chase that.
Yeah, Bu got started a little late on that one. Didn't see that coming at all.
Played the drop shot so well today, Casper Ruud. A clinical game again from Casper.
Ruud leads by 5 games to 1, second set.
As he's 1 game away from taking set number 2 as well.
This is also where things can get interesting for Bu, right? It's, do I want to hold serve to finish out the second set, or do I want to conserve and save energy to try and make a comeback? You're down a set in 5-1. Do you throw away this set and then start fresh the next one, or do you try and fight your way back into here? It's 3 out of 5, still a ways to go.
Does well there. Saw the space, found the space there.
15 love.
Just caught out this time, Casper.
all. Very 15.
Oh, and now Ruud, obviously up a set in 5-1. He's playing inside the baseline, which you don't see too often from him. Nice little change up there. Coach and dad will be happy with the way he's playing right now.
They look like they're staying cool enough out there.
Let first serve. Very. Yes.
Well, is he just going to surrender this game as well, Bu? Ruud is asking all sorts of questions here. On to deuce we go. Okay.
Advantage, go.
So it is over to you, Casper. Can you get this set over the line?
It's by 5 games to 2, second set, and by 1 set to
Who
love.
is not done yet here. Serving for the second set here, Casper. There is that pesky drop shot again.
He disguises it so well, Mikey. It's almost the same take back as his normal forehand. You can see it, and then all of a sudden, in the last second, he changes the grip as well, which is incredible. And Boo hasn't got a read on that whatsoever throughout this match.
Very low.
Very clean from Casper.
40 love.
And it is set points to the number 8 seed. Sealed in style. And it does continue to go the way of Casper.
Close on, but you gave Boo a little bit of a chance to recover when at the end of that second set he looked like he was a little bit winded, but now looks fresh. I was going to say, Mikey, I feel like these first couple games for Boo are very important. Just obviously being down 2 sets, you want to show Ruud that you're not going anywhere. You don't want to fall behind here early in this third set.
Yeah, 5-set tennis can have a lot of twists and turns in it. And now for Boo, he's just got to put those first 2 sets aside, and it becomes simple now for him. He's got to win every single set. So maybe just slightly clarifies things in his own head. But just chunk it up. Think about this set, win this set. Then you never know.
That almost curled in there from Boo.
15
Felt like he was so far back, he almost hit into the camera and microphone at the back of the court, Boo.
Missed it. Now the chances opening up big time here for Casper.
15-40.
And that's what Ruud does to you. He hits that ball so deep in the court, and it's got so much spin on it. Really tough to handle that and redirect it. And now Boo in a little bit of trouble here to start that third set. Maybe going for a little bit too much too soon.
That's the perfect start to this third set for Casper Ruud.
First game.
For the way he started this match.
Love 15. Let. First serve.
Of course, this year Casper Ruud had the decision to make, like a lot of top players, whether to go play the Olympic Games in Paris and focus back on the clay or focus on the hard courts right away. Did go to Paris and reach the quarterfinals, lost out to Felix in the quarterfinals.
$15.30. Stereo.
Ace number 12.
Let first.
Could have been one of the highest let courts off a serve I've seen. And these nets at the top, they're pretty tightly strung.
Opportunity
30-40.
for Boo to break right back. It's a third double fault of the match for Ruud.
Game ball.
He's got it. Break back.
Didn't see that coming the way this match was going, and well done and credit to Boo for finding a way to get a break back here in this third set. Couple free gifts there from Ruud.
And maybe, given the match situation, just means he can really loosen up and just play with real freedom. He is. He's swinging for the fences here, Boo.
Swinging very freely now, Boo.
15 love.
That might just ruffle the feathers of Ruud.
The New York crowd loves an underdog. If you're Boo, you got to notice when you're hitting the big flat serves to the Ruud forehand, he's chipping them back probably 80 to 85% of the time. So if you're going to hit a big first serve, you got to be ready for that chip return. That just shows that Ruud's kind of guarding the backhand, holding the backhand grip on the returns.
Oh, terrific play from Ruud.
Yeah, good hustle, good defense from Ruud. Ruud just not doing nearly enough with that volley. Great playing up until that volley from Ruud too, but this approach shot didn't quite get the ball moving enough and gave Ruud a chance at a low passing shot there. And you give Ruud a look at a passing shot like this, he's making this 10 out of 10 times. See, he's holding the backhand grip for sure on the return to serve. And actually, the faster you hit it, he's going to deal with it better on the backhand side, or he's just going to chip the forehand back. So see if Boo changes that up now.
So good. What a terrific game he's put together there, Casper Ruud. As this one just swings his... Serving nicely, Casper Ruud today, winning 86% of his first service points. 12 aces. Fairly solid behind the second serve as well, winning 60% of those. There's another ace. Ace number 13. Unlucky for some.
Impressed the way Ruud bounced back after giving that break back here in the third set and then goes right back to work.
No.
Good hustle again from Boo. He's not backing down.
15-30.
Swashbuckling style we saw in the first set. There's no doubt his team very much believe he can still turn this around. He's got some support.
Wow. What a serve there from Ruud. That started in the ad box and finished on the deuce side of the court. Had a lot of action, took some good pace off that. It was 107. That's about, I would say, three-quarter serve from Ruud, but had so much movement on it. No chance for Boo to make a play on that.
Fourth double fault for Ruud. Could it be a fourth break of serve to start this third set?
Good defense there from Ruud to make Ruud play that one extra ball, but at the end there, too good from Casper Ruud. I really like the play there from Ruud, going back on the return to serve to neutralize it. He could sense that maybe Ruud felt a little bit off after the double fault, maybe felt a little nerves from Casper Ruud, and again, force Ruud to come up with these kind of shots. He had to hit 3 big forehands in a row to get himself out of that break opportunity.
Be a nerve settler for Ruud if he can just find this. Shaky on serve, both these players. This set so far. Barely got a first serve in play. This third set. There we go. It is the first hold of this third set. And it goes the way of Casper Ruud.
It's by 3-1, third set.
It's a warm afternoon. Temperatures should be rising a little bit over the next couple of days. And do stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and WhatsApp. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. They've been coming in a few years. 2018.
No way. Wow, what a forehand from Casper Ruud. He even shocked his camp there. They thought that was wide. How about that ripper on the run? Yeah, that deserves a clap or two. Holy smokes.
I think it may have been wide. I didn't hear the call though, Jesse. Well, the point has gone to Boo. So it was just wide.
It was wide. It was wide. Okay. There was just no call.
It's a good effort, though.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear the call. I don't think the call went off, so the umpire then said it was wide.
A little tight there from Boo on the backhand side.
30-15.
Battling away these two for just over 2 hours.
I'm still surprised at what happened on that first point. We didn't hear any out call. We saw a clap from the camp. Like they thought it was in 2, but I guess the umpire saw it on her tablet that it was out.
40-15.
Well, that's nice from Boo. Yeah, Father Christian thought it was in. Not quite.
Game ball.
And it is Boo who just stays in the conversation in this third. Been pretty close as well, but crucially, Ruud does have the breakthrough. Can he see it through?
love.
Hasn't lost in the opening round here, Casper Ruud, since 2019 when he lost out to Jan-Lennard Struff.
15-all.
Really struggling to find first serves in this third set. And that's the third double fault of this set for Ruud.
The first serve percentage in this third set might keep really low for Ruud, only at 38%.
Oh.
That's part of the reason that he's been struggling to hold serve. In that second set, he was running through his service games, but 35% first serves is going to make it tough to hold serve. Doesn't matter who you are, but when you can back it up with forehands like that, it'll pay off for Casper Ruud. Oh, that's good hitting there. Both players just really striking the ball so clean. I thought they were going to continue cross court there for another 5-6 balls. Mano a mano, backhand to backhand. Then we saw a couple change-ups. 19-shot rally, well done there from Casper Ruud to stay patient, not go for too much. I really love the way he's thrown in that slice change-up. Really affects the rhythm of his opponent, makes him see a different ball. Not easy to have a different shot like that when you're getting 5 or 6 firing at you and then you get that slow ball.
It's a good weapon to have at his disposal, Casper Ruud. Keep his opponent honest. Fourth double fault of this set. When he does land the first serve, he's winning the points, Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, that one was a smart serve. He took a little bit off it, didn't hit it flat. Put a little bit of spin on it, right into the body, big target. Smart play there from Casper Ruud, especially when the serve is letting you down a little bit right now and you're up 2 sets in a break. It's okay to play a little bit high percentage plays, and he did just that. So smart play there from Casper Ruud.
Couple of games away now, Casper, from a place in round 2.
Low 15.
Unleashing, opening up the shoulders even more, Casper Ruud. As he just looks to continue on his merry way. Getting better and better.
Love 40.
And he is nearly there. Another breakthrough come. Very much the first set. And it's been smooth waters, sets 2 and 3. Serving for a place in round 2.
Another dropper from Casper Ruud.
15 love.
That shot has been effective all day long. Disguised again. Perfect placement there from Casper Ruud.
He has loved playing that shot.
Yeah. He's really struggled on the first serve, Mikey, this third set, though. And he's down to 33% first serves. Oh. And now the second serve and volley. Oh. Who is this guy? Who's serving and volleying on a second serve now? Definitely giving Boo different looks and feeling confident up double break here.
And with that, it is match points, Casper Ruud.
40 love.
Not just yet.
And leading up to that half volley attempt there from Ruud, I was going to say that's what's really been so effective for Ruud throughout this match, right? He gets all those forehands in a row. He keeps Boo on the move, and you know, physically felt like that's really what has taken the wind out of Boo, is the Casper Ruud forehand movement and moving him constantly, not letting him get set in place at all.
Well, that will do nicely. Casper Ruud, runner-up 2 years ago, is up and running this time around as he takes down the Chinese qualifier Boo in 3 sets. First set was tough, but he got better and better as this went on.
Yeah, look, the first couple games were a little nervy for Casper Ruud, but once he got that break back, played an excellent tiebreaker in that first set, and then pretty smooth sailing for the rest of this match. Second set served extremely well. The only thing I would say in that third set, the serve let him down a little bit, had to work a little bit harder to hold serve throughout that third set. But again, from the baseline, he was just so dominant, dictating points with that forehand and not letting Boo get set in place whatsoever. And that was solid play there from Casper Ruud, and he could take a deep breath with that ice towel now because he is moving on to the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not easy conditions out here. Very hot day, and Casper Ruud hasn't actually played a huge amount of hard court tennis over the last few weeks, so he'll be very happy just to get into the groove of this tournament. It takes time, doesn't it, sometimes to get really up to speed at Grand Slam tennis. It's a long fortnight, and he's ticked off this first assignment. Good effort from Boo. Played some very good tennis to get to this main draw. The first time he's ever played in a Grand Slam. And he's knocking on the door of the top 100. But Casper Ruud just was able to keep him at arm's length today. And that was the winning moment. Fairly understated reaction. And it is Casper moving on to the second round. Here on day one of main draw action. We can have a little look at the numbers, Jesse.
Well, I mean, the first serve points one is the number that really stands out to me, and it just shows how important that is for someone like Casper Ruud. That's when he's holding comfortably. Break points one, 6 out of 9, not a bad number there, but 45 winners. That's a big number from Casper Ruud. I think the number that he wants to improve on moving forward